Alright. Hello, this is Lois with Baba Is You. And, I just felt like replaying this game. I've been playing it, like, off and on this past, like, week or two. And I thought it would be fun just to play it on stream, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, I had to sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. But yeah, I erased the slot, and as you can see, I got decently far, but like, I did get stuck at one point, and so we're just gonna replay the game. We don't need to watch the intro. We'll just play all the levels again. So yeah, if you haven't heard of Baba Is You, it is a puzzle game, and basically the words dictate your reality. So you is like literally the player, and then Baba is the little sheep. So if you want to be able to do anything in this game, you have to be something. Most of the time you are Baba, but other times you are not. So this is the introductory level 1. The first level was just like the intro level. But yeah, a wall is stop. So stop means you can't pass through it. And then if we just break this, the rule doesn't apply anymore. So now we can go through the wall. So win is whatever. Win is literally the win condition. So if we are in contact with the flag, we will win. But yeah, you probably have heard of this game before. Because it was incredibly, oh, see, now we are the wall. And then we apply the same thing. Baba doesn't exist, so we can just make flag as win. Or we can make wall as win, and then, since we are the wall, we would win. The same thing. But yeah, this game became infamous for its puzzles, and they're very creative and, definitely make you think outside the box. Okay. Let's see. Water sink, rockets push, flag is win. So the water will sink us. If we put the rock in, it will sink the rocks. And what we want to do... So push means we can't go through it, but we will be able to move it. We cannot get the flag with only one rock, so we can just change our win condition. Ta-da! But yeah, like the title says, I have played this game before, so I'm mostly just replaying it for fun. I was replaying it over the past couple week or two, like I was saying. I don't remember all the puzzles, so it was fun playing the same puzzles again while like trying to remember what the solutions were and things with puzzles I've already solved in the past. There are definitely a couple that I had to look up because I couldn't figure it out on my own. Maybe I could have if I spent more time on it, but I wanted to play the game more, so I just looked up a couple solutions. Let's see. We can make lava is push and then push the lava. So wait, let's take this out. Oh, and another rule is that you can't connect, so these box phrases versus these letter phrases. Letter phrases are usually like objects. So you can make object is object, and then these box phrases, they can't come at the front of the sentence or be connected with other box phrases. So you can't say like win is push or like push is win, which kind of makes sense because it applies the first rule, which is you can't put the boxed phrases at the beginning of the is statement. But yeah. So there's lots of little things like that you kind of pick up while playing the game, and you learn the mechanics of the game. Okay, so skull defeat, which means if I touch it, as in whoever you is, it will get destroyed. So we don't want Wallace stop, so we can get out of here. And then we can do wall as you. And as the wall, we touch the flag. Grass yard. So this is the one thing where you literally think outside the box, right? So oftentimes you kind of assume things in this game, which is a bad idea. Wall doesn't have any properties, so it just acts as a background. And we can just push this all the way over here. Only grass is stopped, so grass acts as what we assume the wall would have acted as. Ta-da! Yahoo! So yeah, as you can see, the first puzzles just do very basic concepts, and the game definitely gets a lot harder as you keep going. Icy waters. Okay, so I remember how to do this one for sure. So I don't want to sink. Jelly is sink though. We could do wall and Baba is you. Oh, I forgot that I'm the wall now. Oops. So we can destroy all this, and then, oh. Wall got left behind again. There we go. Although I could have just opened it and let Baba go there, but that's fine too. Oops. I picked the same level again. Let's do level 2. Level Lake 2. Alright. Star sink. Rock is push. I want to push this in here. Skull is defeat. We have another rock that we can sink with, I guess. We want to be able to push it as well. And we can push it into this. Get rid of the skull, and now we have the crab. Oh, and then we want to do... We can't get out of the wall, or Baba can't get out of the wall, but our crab exists outside the wall, so... Let's just be the crab too. Oops. Well, let's just move this out of the way. We don't need that anymore. Ba-bam! Yahoo! So yeah. Obviously this game goes a lot faster when you know what you're doing. Yeah, so this is wait. If we press A, move basically, wait just means, time will pass just like if you were to move a square, and move just makes them automatically move. We can make love is move, and then grab love. Another way to do that level is that you could get the key, if you could position the kikis, like by pushing them, you can have them push the heart by having the kikis positioned in the right place, and then putting love is push back on so that the kikis can push it. Pillars push, wall is stop, Baba is you. Stars defeat. Okay. So we can do this. Set the pillars on top of that, and then the moment I make pillar is me, then we should be good. Ta-da! Oops, I keep forgetting. I cannot move while that puff is coming up. Brick wall. Okay. We can just make Baba's win. There's no way to get inside of the... Oops. How do I back? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, let's do the bonus. Extra. Level like extra 1. Submerge ruins. Ah, so I remember this one for sure. If we break this, we can go past the rock, since it doesn't have any properties. Then we can get all these words over here so we can use them. I can make rock as me, so I can use this as well. Okay, so we want rock as push, and then we can use the rock. And push the rock in here. So we can borrow this phrase and put it at the bottom and also use it. We want this phrase activated and also in position. So one property of words is that you will always be able to interact with words. And words are always pushable, so there we go. Well, what do we do here, I guess? Rock is me. I want rock is me. Let me redo this. Okay. Actually, so we don't need to use all the letters. Rock is... But we need rock, is pushable. Oh, okay, I know what to do. So we can make... Oh, we actually have to get the rock out, because I don't want to get destroyed. Or actually, crab is not defeat yet, right? Oh, okay. So I made it a little bit harder than it needed to be, but the crab was not defeat yet, so there's no worries about crossing over the crabs. They did not have any properties. Okay, another extra level. Sunken Temple. Ah, so this variation. In this one, crab is defeat. But let's apply the same idea here. Let's get all of our words here that we can have at our disposal. Alright, so I want to become the rock. And then let's do the same thing we were going to do before, which is push the rock in. And I think what we have to do here is place this phrase vertically so that we have one more piece to push the rock in, but we don't lose the phrase rock so that we can turn into the rock after the rock makes it inside. And now we can do this. Ta-da! So that's the idea I had for the first one, but obviously it wasn't necessary. Okay. So now we have open and shut. So what happens with open and shut is that when two objects with open and shut overlap each other, they mutually destruct. So there we have that. Rock does not have any properties. But as you can see, we can change this so that the rock behaves exactly the same way as our key did before, which is exactly what we need. Ta-da! Area clear. Woohoo! Oh, you have to get 8 out of 8. Okay. It says in the upper corner how many you need to pass, basically. But there's much more puzzling to be done. Let's do it. Novice locksmith. Okay. So key is push and key is open. Alright, so we can... some little bit of sokoban here. I think that's what it's called, sokoban? If not, I apologize, because I forgot. Okay. So we have that open. What we can do now is... Get out of the way, door. Number 8. Locked in. Wall is stop. Turn that off. Turn that off. Oh. Wall is defeat. Oops. Flag is win. Baba is you. Wall is jelly. So we don't want a wall anymore, since that's what destroys us. And we can make anything win here. Might as well do whatever's closest to us. Ta-da! Changeless. Ah, so this is the first level that teaches about what rock is. So when it is what it is, you cannot... It's an irreversible property. So this rock is rock supersedes rock is flag. So when something is what it is, it cannot transform. So yeah, all we have to do is break this, and then we got our flag. Introductory example for that phrase. 2 doors. Okay, so now I'm Kiki in this one. Door is shut. Let's see. Key is push and open. So we need to get the key out of the way to in order to activate flag as win. Hedge and door is stop. That's unchangeable. Let's see. We could make key is shut and then it would just destruct. But then I don't think there's a way to get the door open. Hedge and door stop. Oh, we could do doors U. Okay, so this is the easiest way to do it, I think. Key is shut. So we don't need that. And then we just be the door. Boop. Easy. Nice. 11. A jelly throne. I have seen that previous puzzle solved in different ways, but that's just how we do it. Okay, we don't want any flag property, so we can just walk through it. Flag is unchangeable. And jelly is win. Oh, flag is stop. Okay, that's not good. We cannot change flag. Wall is stop, flag is stop. Flag is jelly. We can do jelly is flag. I don't know why we would want to do that. Oh, we could turn ourselves into jelly, because then we would be inside. Or turn the jelly into us. And then we can break flag as stop. And then we can just do flag as win, I guess. Easy enough. Alright. Number 12. Ah, okay. Baba is open. Flag is push. So I want flag is open. Oh, we need to push the flag first, though. Oops. Okay. So I'm trying to think. We can just put this against the wall because I don't think we need the open property anymore or anything. So we can do both here, and then we'll use the crab, which we obviously need. Okay, so Baba is Baba. Let's see how we want to do this. So we want to be able to put Baba's win at the end. Crab is defeat. Well, let's just try it, I guess. We don't want to turn into the crab. Ah, okay. Oh, okay, so now I see. This is why we have the lower space here available to us to connect to Baba. So we can put this here. And then we can do Crab as win. Baba will supersede that. So we do not transform into Crab. Burglary. Key is open, star is push. Star is push, star is open. Wall is shut. Okay. I definitely remember how to do this. Oh, I forgot. Star is push. Excuse me, star. So we can't open the door because a door does not have the shut property. We can open the wall. And star has the push property, so we would make that open so we can push it and open things with it. Excuse me. Is win. We can make our key the win condition. Ta-da! Yahoo! Oh! Keys defeat! Frick! Oh, we just break this. Silly me. There we go. Aha! Ba-da-ba-dum. Area complete. Oh, I keep pressing A because I feel like it's gonna skip stuff. Nice. Alright, number 2, solitary island. So this is definitely where it gets harder for sure. And then I can touch Baba to win. Haha. Float. Ah, okay, so this is the first floating property. Anything that is not floating you cannot interact with unless it's words. Since you, quote unquote you as in the in-game you, can always interact with words. But yeah. Oh, and you can still push stuff. Okay, so that's another good thing to remember. Things with push properties are still pushable even as floating. Even though these rocks are not floating. The wall is still stop, so stop still applies. But interacting with objects does not apply when you're floating, unless the object itself is floating as well. Okay, so we can make rock as win and then cancel out the push part. Oh wait, but it's not floating. We just make Baba as win. Let me go like this so I can actually push things. Let's move these out of the way. Line this up here. Ba-da-ba-dum. Alright, Warm River. Ah, okay. So this one is the first... I think this is like the first one that's like kind of tricky that people might get stuck on. But water's hot, so basically it will destroy anything that has the melt property. Skull is floating, so I cannot be floating when I have to go under the skulls. So right now, since the water and me are on the same level, I will die to the water. It being hot and I'm being melt. Baba is melt and you. Okay. Baba is float. So I want to float over the water, but I want to go under the skulls. There we go. Alright, Boiling River. Okay, the first extra level. So, let's see. I'm floating right now. Water is water and hot. Baba is melt. Is this the same thing, I guess? Oh, but I don't have extra words. Baba is melt and you. Oh no, I do. Oh, so I can do the same thing. Okay. The other way you can do this one is if you make water is float, then you can walk under the water and the skulls. So let me see. I wonder if that's the intended solution for this one. Baba is you and float. Baba is melts and you. Baba is... Oh, okay. So you can make the water float here too. Water is water. Water... Oh, you could do like water is Baba, I guess. As well. So you can do this and use the and. Then you have Baba is float. You can do water is Baba. Which is kind of funny. Or you can do water is float. There's a couple ways to do that. In this one, it's just that you can't change the water into you, I guess. Bridge building. Okay. Water sink hedges stop. So we can push the text into the water. So you can sink text into the water as well, but these are floating, so they will just go over the water. We need to get that rock out somehow. Rock is you. There we go. Easy enough. Number 4. Bridge building question mark? Okay. So now this time the rocks are floating. This applies, right? We can push the letters in? Yeah. So I guess in that level you're supposed to learn that you can also sync words. Bridges. ... Okay, so rock and text is float this time. So we can't sync letters or the rock. Oh. So what we can do is change our wind condition, since we can't get over to the other side. We can make rock as wind, since we are the rock as well. And there we go. Victory Spring. Text is float, water is sink, Baba is you. So we can use these cogs to push things. Okay. So, so we don't want to break that, but we can push this out, and then we don't need the float ability anymore. Oop. Sink that, and then make text as win. Oh, well, we can't touch text. That doesn't matter. We can just make ourselves as win. Hee hee. You could also make cog as win if you don't use all the cogs, which is possible, being able to use the text not floating. And we got another flower. Research facility. This one is fun. I think this is the first one that really lets you figure out what move you can do. So the problem we have here is that if we push this in here, we have to push this since it's in our way. But in order to get to this space, we cannot cross into here, right? So we need a way to break the skull's defeat at the top. And this is where our moving partner, the bolts, will help us. Okay, so let's set it as far back as we can so we have enough time. And then once I hit move, since I set it to be facing right, it'll start walking right, and then when it bumps into something, it'll go left. So it'll walk back and forth horizontally, basically. And since we can't cross here with Kiki's defeat, we want our bolt to help us. So now we can cross it to here, and then we'll wait for it to destroy the Skull's defeat phrase, and then we'll be able to make it through. And our little friend will be the winner. Assembly team. Robot is me. Baba is you. Water sink pipe is stop. Okay. So we'll act together, and there's no way to split us apart. Let's see. And if we destroyed this, that would be bad, because then we can't do anything about it. No. And I don't want to put the word Baba against the wall. Actually, we could put it at the top. And then... Oh, I can't split myself up still. I would need it in the corner or something. As you can see, I do not remember how to do this one. But let's think about it. Shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, you know what? Okay, I got it. I bet if I assemble myself together like this... Oh, it stopped, so I can't put myself together. Because I was going to say that if I could overlap myself and I cross the water, then only one of me will be destroyed. So it was basically like I have another life, right? That doesn't work. Is you. Okay. Right, is there... Okay, I can press L on my controller to restart. So I need to get Baba Is You over, but I don't want to be dead, obviously. There's no way to split up me. Actually, no, it's fine. Putting this in the corner is fine. Because what can happen is that, I'll just bring the letters over. Okay. Oh. I was, overthinking it a tad. But it's fine. Aha! Alright, tiny pond. Okay. So this one I definitely remember very clearly how to do. Oop, key is flag. So we want... 2 of something. So we can control both of them. Since there's no push ability, the only way to move things around is by becoming them. Oh, I should have stayed on that side. Actually, I can just reverse back over. It's faster. And then I can be flag. Okay, and then if I open this, I can now grab the win. And flag is me and win. Easy. Yahoo. Alright. Tiny Isle. Okay, so this is definitely the one that stumps a lot of people and people actually end up giving up on, but... so the problem is here is that if you want to apply the same thinking, that the only way to get this win out is by being able to put in 2 objects, right? But it's impossible for you to it's impossible for you to be able to do that for a number of reasons. You just don't have enough pieces to be able to set that up properly. So a lot of people get stuck on stuck up on that impossibility. So instead of thinking about how to do something impossible, you kind of have to take a different approach to it. So what we will do here, I think I can do it like this. We'll do the same thing here, because we still need to open up one slot of water, but it's probably not in the place where you would expect. Okay, I don't want to get open stuck at the bottom in case I need to fix it. So I just push that up and then replace it up here. Okay, so we need to push this up one more, but you actually want to destroy this part. Flag is you. Hold on. Okay, so I need to break out these parts. Okay, and then we're gonna put the and in. So in this way, you don't have to move the wind at all. Baba is open in wind. So clever, very outside the box thinking. When I revisited this game this past week or so, I totally forgot how to do this. But there's like these puzzle YouTubers, like Sudoku masters, that were streaming this game, and when they were looking up how to solve this, I didn't see them do it first, but while I was watching them, I realized what the solution was, and then I went and solved it, and then they did this. They did the same thing, which is kind of crazy. They also like solved it incredibly. They saw that trick incredibly quickly, because people usually take like hours / weeks / months figuring that one out, but they were able to figure it out within like that stream. It didn't even take them that long, which is kind of crazy. It was really fun to watch them because they sometimes they overthought like very simple ones, and then some of the really hard ones, they were just like, oh well, you can just do this, right? And then they figured it out right away, and it was kind of funny. I don't want Baba as robot. I want robot is Baba. That's what we want. There we go. Push that out. Goodbye, my copy. And I make myself the winner. But yeah, that those guys were also why I wanted to revisit this game, because oh, I just realized I had the grid up the whole time. I had it up just for fun, but it probably just... Oop, I turned up the sound. It probably looks better without the grid. So we can turn that off. I forgot I had it on the whole time. But yeah, those guys were the one who, well, actually someone before that, because a streamer that I watch who really likes puzzles tried playing this game. So he made me come back to it, and then I found those Sudoku masters on YouTube playing this game too, so then I watched them too. Alright, so what we want to do here, kind of like the same idea with the tiny isle. We want to string these words together in order to get the flag with the property win. So we can do flag is rock and win. Or something like that. Anything like that should suffice. And we have lots of words to work with here. We don't need stop ever. That's not fun. We need... Okay, so we can push the robot. Let's just do that first, since he is pushable at the current moment. Okay, and then we want robot is move. Oh, flag is not rock. Okay, so we can do flag and rock is win. Didn't realize that flag is flag, so we can't do that. You know, actually, it doesn't matter, right? It would probably still work. Because flag is rock is win. So flag is rock and win. The flag is rock property doesn't matter, and then flag and is also win. Should be fine. So instead of spending time switching that, I can just have the robot move. Which is fine. It should work still, I think. Okay, so now we want cog as push. So let's just move this all over here. Up a bit. And we can have our cog behave the same as our robot. Alright. Okay, it still works. So the X is out just means that specific part of the sentence cannot be true. Dim signal. But everything else in the sentence applies if it's not X'd out, which is fine. Flag and rock and ice is win. We could do that. Let's see. Okay, so the issue here is that we only have two pieces, right? The cog and the robot, so we don't want to get them stuck on the other side. So we can have a piece here that when it gets pushed all the way in, our robot will come back to us, and then we can use the robot again. Okay, so let's do that. Robot is move, so this should work, I think. Oh, we need one more piece. We can choose this is, right? I think that should work. If it doesn't, we can just start over. There we go. Do. Hold on, let me think. Oh, okay. It should be fine. Okay, I think I have the right idea. So, let's do robot is push again. And we can have him do what we did before in the previous level. Have him stay right there. And then we'll have our cog is push. And we want to position our cog in the right place. That would have to be right here. And then, what we can do, we want to assemble the sentence cog is move in front of the cog. Because we need this phrase to be alive for it to work, and then the is can be placed correctly. Okay. So, I can also, well, actually, can I make it over? Okay, I can. Otherwise, if I couldn't make it over in time, I could just fill in the space with one of the leftover words we have, so that the cog can still come back, and then I can approach the flag at any time. Prison. This is also a very infamous one because there's not a lot to work with, and you're just like, how can I stop the wall to stop? Like, I can't get out of here. So what do you do? Interestingly enough, this was also the Sudoku masters. They were like, they figured this one out very quickly as well. But this is where you really have to test your abilities, like, of how much you understand the game's mechanics, like outside of the letters. So, since KK wasn't push anymore, it didn't have any properties, so it just acted like any other background object. So I can move the words over it, right? But if I make KK is me, I can move the letters as if the wall part wasn't there. Since I need to come out and if the wall word wasn't there, this would just behave the same way, and the is stop part would just behave the same way. And I just happened to start under the words wall. Oh, let me move this so that I can take it out easier and put this here first. But yeah, this is another level that a lot of people get really stumped on. So I remember the first, at the very beginning, dungeon was the original level, or the original version of that level. And, I played this, the first time I played this game, it was like very new, right? Or it was like right when it came out, I mean. So that, I had that level as this level instead. Where, takes a little bit more thinking. A little bit different thinking. 3 spaces apart? I need one more space. Okay. So this is interesting, right? This is another property thing, I guess, you kind of have to figure out. But I guess the reason why this works this way is that, the character Baba is technically not, pushable. So, even though you can push the letters, as in, like, this you, like, whatever you are, you can always interact with the, words. The actual, instance of Baba doesn't have any, like, other properties, right? So I think that's why the letters can overlap Baba in this case. And then you can split it up and then, win. So it's very, very tricky. Evaporating River. Alright. So I think this is like, besides the prison one, this is like the next, the first not extra level that I looked at the answer to. And it took me a while to re-figure it out because I couldn't remember the solution when I played it again, but I remember it right now since I did play it or replay all this recently. I think I messed that up. Okay, because we need cog is sync. So okay, so we can cross the water since we are not melt. So what we want to do is we want to melt water because that's the only word that we don't need. Right. Okay, so now we have the space for the cog because the cog is the only thing we can push and manipulate. We cannot manipulate the water, so we don't need that anymore. But we place the cog there, and then we can use it to sink the skull in order for us to complete the win condition. And there we go. So yeah, replaying this game when I didn't remember any of the solutions. Tiny Isle took me a while, and then Evaporating River took me a while to re-figure out how to do. Let's see. Okay, so I think this is Area 4. Let's go to Area 3. After Area 4, 3 and 4 is when I think I will get stuck. Fragility. Okay, so this teaches you the weak condition. Any object that something is weak interacts with, if it overlaps, it'll just get destroyed. So it's basically like you'll melt into anything. So the first thing we want to do here is get rid of these freaking skulls. So you won't overlap with the skulls because they'll just get destroyed. So I can just destroy all these. And then what I would like to do is destroy that rock that's in our way. Shmoosh. And then we can win. Tunnel vision. Ah, so our first introduction of has. So Baba has rock. As you can see, when Baba gets destroyed, it will reveal whatever object that you had. So now what we can do, we can either do rock has Baba and then like manually repeat the cycle by having the object move into it and then rehaving. But if we do rock has rock, rock will just spawn into another rock, which is a lot easier to do than moving around the letters every push. A present for you. Box has flag. So we are the heart, and we need to be able to open the box. We can push the box. Water is hot. I'll melt in the water, but I can be the box, right? And then I won't melt. So let's get the heck out of here. We can turn off water is hot for now. Love is melt. So we want boxes melt. Right? Okay, so we turned off water is hot, so I can be the heart again. And then... oh, I can get this out this way. Okay, so let's push the box into the water. So we can set that up. And then we want... boxes melt and water is hot, and then we can turn off the hot. Actually, we're not melt anymore, so it doesn't matter. Number 4, unreachable shores. Box has love. Kiki's you. Well, we can turn to the box, right? And then we can push Kiki in, because at least we won't make the heart, because love is defeat, so we don't want that. We just use Kiki, it should be fine. Kiki, I kinda... oh, I can just push you this way. There we go. Now we can access all these. Alright. Box has box. So when I open a box, I will be inside. Hee. And any box that exists is me. So I will continue to exist. Where's the key? Ooh, okay. So I think this is the first one that I don't remember how to do. We might have to come back to this one because I don't remember how to do this one, but let's see if we can figure it out right now. And if we can't, then I'll come back to it later. Okay. Well, definitely stuck on that one.